Hello everyone, and this is Serenity here, back with another awesome Fortnite Battle Royale gameplay today. This time today guys, something different. Red Knight Dominance Part 1. So I was playing random squads with Phil on, just because I needed to get a challenge done, and came across this really funny and entertaining gameplay, and really exciting match here. Is like I said, it's Red Knight Dominance Part 1. I'm doing a two-part of this because I had a very nice solo game with the Red Knight recently as well. And I just decided to, you know, as I always do, I try to vary the skin that I play with each time I get to Royale. So in this gameplay I was using the Red Knight, and like I said, I was trying to get a challenge done and came across this entertaining gameplay. So I'm playing with Phil on, so I got randomly matched with these people. And as you can see from the beginning, I tried to hand some guys some smalls, but he wasn't really aware of it, so I just ended up letting it go. So two of the characters I was playing with were default no skins, and I had this other nice person here, Emil Trex 2008. So I've now become friends with, actually, in light of this gameplay. Emil Trex 2008 was quite grateful to me for what I did at the end of this gameplay, and I think you can see from the actions I do and, you know, help Emil Trex 2008 within this gameplay. You can see why they came to like me in the end. But but as you can see, Emil Trex also has the Enforcer skin. So at this point in the game, I was thinking, well, maybe that guy can shoot a little bit if he's got that. Hopefully, so that's what I was thinking at the time of the gameplay. But at this point here, with Emil Trex 2008, my new friend that I found, give him a shout in this video. I'm sure he'll like to watch it. But decided to go towards Pleasant Park to start things off, and then there was a rift there, and luckily one of the default no skins decided to wait for us, so we could all use the rift. And at this point here I was just looking to explore, and just looking to get the challenge done really. I think it was like, you know, place top 12 or something in squads, or top 6, I don't know, something like that. And at this point here I start to hear my teammates come under attack, and it's the house in Links, formerly Anarchy Acres, but unfortunately it's been changed since those times. I did quite like Anarchy Acres when it was in, but here we go. So, you know, Lazy Links. So at this point here, just looking to push up on this squad. Decide to get around the side because all my teammates are coming from the front of the house. And at this point I have the brilliant C4. And at this point here I'm not as effective with it as I have been in recent games I've played. Actually, I didn't really hit it on the right point to where the enemy was. And at this point here, one of them's at the very back of the house, and comes up on my right side here. So at this point here, very nice shots by me. A little bit ropey in the beginning, but eventually find the target. And at this point here, just healing up because I know this is probably a team of 3 or 4 right here. And just taking time to investigate. And at this point here I was looking to finish off this guy at the back of the house to see where the other guys were, and a lot of my teammates get down, so at this point I decide I have to clutch it, and luckily for me I'm able to knock that guy and eventually get this guy as well, who were both weak, and then eventually defend myself with the final guy. And Emil Trex 2008, the Enforcer, stops that final one from killing me. So really nice for me to get 3 kills there as a team of 4. Really nice plays to react. I'm guessing my teammates did a bit of damage to them for the next couple of kills I got after I knocked my first guy. But yeah, really nice play. You know, it's really good. As you can see, Emil Trex 2008 and I just like dancing around after each fight. But that was a nice start for me. Obviously, you know, 3 kills, decent amount of players left as well. So you know, a lot of you know, faith, and you know, at this point I'm like more determined. Right, okay, I'm more determined to win now since we got that. So at this point here I'm just trying to find heals, guys, because I did take a bit of damage from that fight, and some of our teammates who had to be revived didn't really have heals and weren't really on the same page, to be honest. But yeah, at this point just getting myself back to 150, getting myself 75 health, 75 shield, and just looking to make my way on the road. So that was a really nice bit of fight. And I think sometimes when you play you know, solo squads with Phil on, it's kind of entertaining because there's usually like a group leader that will emerge in the game, which for some reason I think that might have been me, because every time I sort of moved somewhere my teammates would sort of follow. I don't know if it was the fact that I had most kills on the team or something like that. I don't know, but at this point here, just move in with my team. Was hoping to get that blue tactical, but I'll let Emil Trex have it because he's ends up being a legend. And actually after this game as well, I did play some rounds with him because he started calling me like, for the feat that I do at the end of this gameplay, started calling me a champion and a pro. Not that I am, but you know, it was nice to be told. And played a few more games with him actually, and got a couple more royales with him, so it was quite fun to play with Emil Trex 2008. At this point here, going for the crates, I really need a bit more loot, to be honest. At this point, I see the gold rockets, and immediately from the random here, I'm like, those are mine, dude. I'm sorry. You can have the med kit. I know you need healing, but I'm taking the campfire and the rockets, man. They're mine. Sorry. So at this point here, he consents with that and just gets his med kit. So I'm happy about that because honestly, like, you know, I want those gold rockets. Like, there can be no discussion. They're mine. So at this point here, guys, just looking to build. I thought I heard a snipe coming at us, but I think it might have been one of our other teammates saying, "Come over here." So sometimes signaling with weapon fires is also a common trend in solo squads with Bill on. And yeah, at this point here, moving over from lazy links to sort of risky reels, the area above Tomato Temple now. So yeah, just looking to sort of establish a goal there. And luckily for us, like, you know, probably in the basis of it, because a lot of our team here, I'd say 2 out of the 4 are not, the no skins weren't exactly the most, weren't the brightest in the bunch, you know, the brightest toolbox, spanner in the toolbox or what have you. So I was kind of happy that we had a quiet route in this gameplay, because I think my challenge was to finish top 6 in squads. I was like, okay, just need to survive a bit longer at this point. That's what I was thinking. At this point here, just occasionally having a dance with Emil Trex 2008, because he got that I think it's Capoeira, that new emote that came in, and yeah, just funny to keep dancing with him every so often. And at this point here, just collecting some wood because we're approaching near the end of the gameplay now, and we're in the quietest bit of the zone, you know, the north part of it. So for me, like, I think this is, you know, a good opportunity for me to just stack my wood. Hope that I can, you know, make some miracle happen at the end with a nice rocket play. So we'll see what happens there. But as you can see, just looking to continue to get the wood, and also just looking to stay reasonably close to my teammates so I can sort of see what's going on. And as you can see, like I said, there seemed to be this sort of leader thing going on. I had Emil Trex 2008 following me. I don't know if it's because of the fact of, you know, I seem to know what I was doing, or that I was an alert player, but as you can see, just continuing to get wood. And at this point here, we're close to Wailing Woods now, sort of just before Risky Reels as well, which is where the final zone ends. And you know, we're in a good position, to be honest, and I wanted to use that to our advantage. Because there's still quite a lot of players left, and I was thinking, you know, it's going to get very, very competitive. And I did actually think for a moment to myself that they might be in the woods here, because, you know, like 20 odd players, or I think it says 20 on the previous screen there, like at this stage in the game is really, you know, really big, and I'm expecting a lot of casualties soon to occur. But at this point in Wailing, I was kind of like, you know, being careful, because I thought, you know, there must be some people inside this wood. It's too big a zone. It's too small a zone for there not to be conflict, but we're starting to see things happen in the kill feed now. But I decided, you know, it's worth it to get these mushrooms, because I really would like to get 100 shield if I can, because I just think that would give us a slight edge, especially with me having gold rockets. It might be enough to, you know, take out a team with the expense of some damage. So that's what I was thinking at the time. And just trying to get those, and just trying to look around and see what was available. And also, you know, it's a good area as well to get some extra wood if I need it. But at this point here, priority is the mushrooms, and just making sure I stay alert as I grab those and eventually get my max shield. So I'm really pleased. And trying to stay close to the group and just trying to not wander too far, so that, you know, I don't get sort of pinched on my own. And at this point as well, like our random teammates, I think they pitch up a tower, which is nice, because at least we've got some bases in the zone. And at this point here, one of our randoms actually, he doesn't die, he just randomly quits out. It might have been a lag out, so all his stuff is up there, but because I wasn't really looking at the feed at that time, I thought he may have been killed. So I was thinking, like, you know, did someone snipe him or something? But he actually quit the game. I think he must have lagged out. So we're left with Emil Trex 2008 and myself, and at this point here, our other no skin player who At this point we can start to see the enemies coming in, because at this point I was like, we're in a really good section here to the zone, you know, we've got this little hill here, and we're actually at the point where they have to come to us. So at this point here I didn't really want to move too far now, especially because there's a large player count and we only have 3 players, so I didn't really want to extend, and I was thinking, you know, they're pretty much all going to have to come past us. The only other way in to the zone is far to the west here, to get round the other side. But so at this point I decide to set up my little base here, because I'm thinking they're going to come round here, and you know, at this point I can use rockets to fire down on them. So at this point here, like, the only entrance is past us, or on, like I said, on this far west side, and there seems to be a few teams down there. So at this point I'm just really monitoring, and don't want to waste my rockets too much, because, you know, a lot of the work is being done for us at the back there. So, you know, at this time I was kind of just looking to chill and just see what was occurring. And at this point here I get a rocket incoming from one of the other teams that's pushing on this west side. And for me, they were more of a threat, because obviously they can get in behind us and can't stop them from getting in. So unfortunately, we couldn't set up a wide perimeter. Obviously, with random teammates, not always possible anyway. But had I played that with a proper team, I would have liked us all to have spread out on that side, so that we could stop them from getting in. But at this point here, decided to focus on these guys that remain from that massive casualty that was happening, while I was looking at the other sets of people. We can see a lot of people died, a lot of people died in the storm. I think like 2 teams sort of outdone each other there in the storm. I think they all sort of knackered each other out, and at this point I grab all the loot that I need, and just making sure I get the best of the stuff. And Emil Trex at this point says he needs ammo, so I'll just be a good teammate and just halve him everything that I have. On reflection, I might have kept some more of my rockets, but to be honest with you, like, I just wanted to make sure that we both had a fighting chance, because we're against, you know, a team of potentially a team of 4 now, but it's actually a team of 3 and a single player. So, you know, regardless, we're against 4 players. So I was like, I'm definitely going to have to gear him up as best as I can, and, you know, make sure that he's well prepared for the next section of the game. And that's what I was trying to do there, being a good teammate. As I said earlier, that's what I was looking to do. So at this point here, guys, again, obviously the zone is a little bit behind us now, and, you know, like I said, the one of the teams did actually get in behind us. And at this point here, a few things running through my mind is the fact that I'm not exactly doing great for mats, but also as well I need to really get some rocket use onto these players. So I decided to seize this hill that's a little bit in the zone, and we'll see what happens right here. So right here, guys, looking to take control of the hill, and this is where it all will start to pop off as Emil Trex 2008 and I get up onto the hill and look to set up here. Obviously the team know that where we are, sort of, so at this point have to be quite quick with the building, and just get myself a little wood, you know, little wood base just to have a little look over. And this is where Emil Trex 2008 decides to build one next to me, which is fine. But now obviously, like, the team know where we are, and I've spotted a few of them over by Risky Reels on top of the house. And at this point here, I'm not peeking too much, because I just want to sort of survey at this point as the storm, you know, starts to finish to coming. So I just really want to have a look. And at this point, Emil Trex 2008, it's not really his fault, but like, they know where we are now. And at this point, that was the, like I said, we were against 4. That was the solo player that came up to us and tried to kill us there. And I get a really nice shot on him with the heavy to finish him off. And in this sort of bombardment, Emil Trex 2008 and I both fall into the storm, and he actually gets downed. I'm like, oh shit. So at this point, I just build some walls. Obviously, I know where we are, so if I have to get Emil up, it has to be now. And I thought I did this really nicely for my teammate right here, and I thought if I can get him up, I've got a campfire. So immediately, as soon as I get him up, you can see that my brick walls there were rocketed, but, you know, really nice pickup on Emil Trex. That was really clutch, I thought, and you know, nice play to sort of protect my teammate in that way. But obviously with the constant you know, abuse that this team are putting on us now, like, I'm starting to run out more of mats, so I have to be careful here. And at this point, one of the team decided to come up to us on the hill, so obviously I wasn't expecting that, and land a gold rocket on him, which doesn't take him out, and eventually he gets more shots onto Emil, and I managed to save Emil just before you know, he can be taken out there. and I think Emil found something that he really wanted in the loot, but he accidentally went back in the storm, and this time I can't save him because I've got like no health, and you know, really I can't save him this time, and at this point here I just had to grab the minis, just grab what I could, and literally just take it with me. There's a scar down there, but I don't have the time to take it because of, you know, everything that's going on. I'm getting shot by these guys and I have to move in for the storm, so unfortunately I couldn't save Emil that time, because we would have just died and these guys would have won that were inside risky reels. This you know, the teammates of that guy we just killed. So at this point here it's like it's Serenity's against the world now. It's Serenity's against 2 players here to win this squad royale, and at this point here that was a really terrible rocket. I mean, on Halo I used to be, you know, renowned for my clutch rockets, as Matt would know, and I used to joke with Matt about his. But actually, to be honest, on Fortnite, I picked up Celerity's Halo rocket skills. I think that was a really bad rocket. I've actually been fairly poor with rockets recently. I can't explain why, but that really should have just hit him. I was looking to hit the top of it to hopefully knock the guy off. So now I've got no rockets, not many mats, you know, well, not a bad amount, but, you know, like barely any, no heals, so it's me, you know, as my health stands now, hopefully I don't get hit, and, you know, really have to take on 2 players that are aware of my presence, and not letting up their high ground, so this is going to be very hard. But the only thing I did think at the time of this gameplay is the fact that they have to come past me to get into the zone. So I was like, okay, I just got to hold out. You know, obviously against 2 players that constantly putting pressure is very hard. As you can see, it just keeps shooting down my structures. And as you can see, I'm getting very quickly through mats because already onto my brick. Because I'm trying to stay alive and protect myself, and at this point here they get a bit bored and decide to rush, and this is where Serenity starts to come alive as he hears them drop behind him, gets round and round, manages to get overhead for a minute, manages to land a shot, and at this point he's playing for every shot, builds on every shot, and at this point manages to hit another one of them against the storm, and hits Drift again for another clutch hit, and takes both of them out to win the squad royale solo versus 2 players that would not leave me alone there, and Serenity's just becomes a god in the Red Knight skin for a brief moment there. What a win, guys. Very satisfying to finish that off. I mean, those guys should have really got me when they had the chance, but that was just... And Emil Trek 2008 was sending me messages and obviously added me as a friend after this, but saying I was a god, a champion and all that, and who can blame him? I mean, you know, that was just beautiful. But yeah, that was a good win, guys. Obviously I was only looking to place top 6 when I was just playing this random squaddy game, but decided to go for a little bit more here. And yeah, just really hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a solid boogie down performance right there from Red Knight Entities. And this is Red Knight Dominance Part 1, Part 2 to follow. Alright, see you next time, guys. Bye.